that the Natan gets the Holy Crystal, it's going to be much faster than the Farsa. So the mid game for Team HAQ is so strong. Like, it's ugly how strong it is.
Yes. Well, let's see how they're going to be doing this here, because now it is going to be a do or die for both these teams. Game 1 of this best of 5 series here in MPSJ. This is going to be Team HAQ going up against RSG Malaysia for the title.
All right, let's see how they're going to play this out. Because again, these early resources are extremely limited, but it's kind of up for Team HAQ to just be the more proactive one, to look for that early snowball. And even for Stoem, faking it out, making it real difficult for Noir to pinpoint where exactly they started. He's already seen that orange buff, so he knows.
Yeah, the thing is, Stoem is able to slow the mid lane. Not really slow the jungle, but able to slow down the mid lane. Lolio so far is doing a little bit of damage onto Saken. And honestly, I agree with Gideon when it comes to the early stages of the game. It is going to be the Moscow game. The Moscow will do well against the Natan.
That lane is over already. Saken already uses Purify, and now Lolios is a freeze underneath the turret. That lane is done for Saken.
Oh, it's going to be a difficult one for him, considering that now I was expecting more aggression coming from Stoem, but knowing that there is the new patch coming in, so I'm guessing he's waiting after the 2-minute mark before he starts invading like he usually does as a Grok.
Yeah, I kind of feel like what he did is, again, he acts like he's trying to slow down the jungler so that whenever the mid as well as the roam comes over, he backs off. He's trying to slow down the mid duo, kind of what we saw in previous series, to make sure that Izanami has a better time farming up. Once Izanami gets level 4, then we can start to see Izanami moving around with Stoem as well. For now, Stoem just wants to slow down the mid trio, giving space for Rippo, but more importantly, giving space to Loliel.
And Loliel's is taking full advantage of it. Saken able to find an effective trade back, evening out his score in that lane. So now that he's stabilized, all happening within 1.5 levels, now it's time for level 4. Very first turtle, and we're expecting that Team HAQ should be able to get at least 1 kill off of that neutral fight.
Yeah, hold on, diversion coming in. Vinogo doesn't see this coming.
Oh, from behind, they find Vinogo. Here he comes. Petrify comes in. Chain combo all the way through. Even a feathered airstrike as well. That's going to be first blood in the hands of Team HAQ. But again, the insanity comes in. They will find Maima for their punishment here. Big wall charge coming in, but no retribution for Vinogo. Means Team HAQ secures it. And now Iris finds another one. Yu Jong to win the fights for Team HAQ.
Unfortunate indeed, but at least Rippo didn't go down as well. That lane is definitely skewed, but at least it evens out. However, the people who did die, which in this case is going to be Maima, as well as Stoem, they should be able to recover in that lane. Maima, he's going to be a little slow on this push, right? It's 2 versus 1 for the most part when it comes down to that mid push. We haven't seen a big lane gang coming in from their mid laner just yet from the side of Team HAQ.
I feel like just now is a big wake-up call for RSGMY because for a second, they totally forgot what the lead does. And then after that, I'm pretty sure every single time they want to secure an objective, they gotta double check. In fact, triple check every single push to make sure no funny business is going on.
Oh no, I've seen this happen as well. Noir focusing on Izanami, and at the same time, Lolios gets bursted down by Janus. Izanami will survive, but they've lost the gold laner here for RSGMY.
Good stuff from the side of Team HAQ, and I hope that they're actually going to utilize this tempo. They should be able to get full gold plating here for the side of Saken, so he's going to be pretty topped up fairly fast, but at the same time, Janus now completing that War Axe. His clear speed has now been increased.
Yeah, the thing is, like I said, Team HAQ, non-stop aggression, but Maima.
No, hold that thought. Maima getting bursted down very quickly here. Janus trying to save a little bit more, but unfortunately misses the combo. Meanwhile, RSGMY, they're finally getting a little bit momentum to actually scale back to this game now.
Right now, it looks like they are able to secure the crab, but again, Team HAQ with this kind of draft, they are basically playing off of their ult cooldowns, right? The moment Maima has the diversion, he can go in because you're just waiting for the Louis, not really waiting for an Alpha. Alpha is always online. He's just like, you tell me to go, I'll go. You tell me to jump, I'll just ask how high.
How many more of those opportunities are they going to find for him? At this point, right, to get a setup like that, do you think Maima should ever be rotating through the river, or at this point, might as well just use the Oi?
Well, bottom lane here, Divergence sending them down bottom here. Saken immediately gets a kill on Lolios. Nicely done here coming from Team HAQ. Meanwhile, middle lane, turtle going to be out for opens. Now they're going to be trying to buy a little bit more time here with the Black Dragon, so the rest of the team from Team HAQ can come into the fight. Storm almost losing his life here. Iris in the Elder form, but he's going to get bursted down. Mistakes were made. Storm with the big wall charge. Turtle comes in. Janus wins the trade. Vinogo gets bursted down. Team HAQ trades him off. And Saken, he gets a solo kill on Lolios again. What?
Yep, this is looking great for the side of Team HAQ, winning on every single front. Yes, Iris gave up his life, but they still were able to find 2 kills back, one of which he didn't infect at all, and the other with the help of their jungler Janus, landing a good Spear of Alpha in time. For the most part, we've seen how these ganks have been pulled off, and it feels like RSG MY just a little unattentive.
Right now, RSG MY, they got to stop the bleeding somehow, because 4,000 gold in 5 minutes, that's a lot. That is
too much.
That is 1 item difference, right? And then looking at the goal difference here, roughly double of almost everyone. No, mostly just Saken and Loliel. So they gotta stop the bleeding somehow, and it's very difficult to do, knowing that Maima could be at anywhere, at any part of the map, and then the Alpha, even just by himself, can dish out the damage. But at this point, because Saken has won, and he has over 2,000 gold over Loliel, he can start joining these fights because he already has. Dude, 2 items.
Yep.
2 items.
2 items 6 minutes into the game. 6 minutes, 10 seconds.
Oh, hold that thought for now. Divergent coming in. Okay. They didn't take it. They didn't take it. So Team HAQ, they have Janus here. Janus, he is going to hurt a little bit here. All he needs is just like at least catch 2 men with the ultimate. Someone is going to die. Feather Airstrike already expended. What? Okay.
Oh, no, it's okay. Because like I said, stop the bleeding. Don't put yourself in harm's way.
Yep. And the best way to do that, Feathered Airstrike, right? Truly puts you out of harm's way unless you're willing to commit for it. And I think that Team HAQ, at this point, just slowing down Vinogo's economy, right? Janus already a full level ahead of Vinogo. Can make it into 2 levels if he wants to, but there's just nothing to farm as of right now. And there's still plenty of tier 1s. That mid-tier 1 really annoying Team HAQ.
And right now, for Team HAQ, this should be a free turtle. Because I find it very difficult for RSGMY to actually get a steal here. But if they do, it's very impressive.
Oh, they have to do something now. Divergent down bottom. Concealed play. Looking for the catch. Noir missing the flicker. Black Dragon going to be zoning them off. They secure the turtle. But all those flashy moves only for a turtle. And RSGMY not committing.
Is there any consideration to actually go for the next time the Lord or the turtle spawns to actually TP into the lane itself, right? Lane bush, and then after that go conceal to try for this flank?
For RSG or for Team HAQ?
For Team HAQ.
Oh, for Team HAQ, they could make any play right now. But to be fair, they kind of don't have to, because they're at a point where they can force things out without really relying on it.
Oh, hold that thought, because Storm now from behind with the wall charge. He's going to try and stop Janus here. They do find Vinogo instead, getting completely bursted down. And RSGMY not even retaliating this fight, and somehow Team HAQ is just snowballing even harder now. 5.6k, almost 6k, and RSGMY can't seem to do anything in this stage.
The thing is, you can't front-to-front team fight against Team HAQ. They have a Louis, they have an Alpha. And they even have an Atan with the second skill. He can jumble you up. So there's really no way for you to start a fight from the front. They got to find flank angles at this point. And with this kind of draft, it's actually not easy for you to find those flank angles.
It's really not. I think the only way they take a front to back is if Maima, Noir, and Janus just all happen to be a one spot, right? They're all lined up together. They all get hit by the initial engage coming in from Stoem, and then maybe something could happen. But at this point of time, a 6.6k lead is pretty significant, right? For RSGMY members, it means that Izanami is going to be very, very late on that Holy Crystal.
Yep, Divergent comes in, does scout out the members, but again, not committing to the play. And because of this, RSGMY, they saw that, they were like so afraid, and that split second backing off means that it's secure tier 2 up top.
Right now, honestly, with the drive that RSGMY have, this is a very difficult position to be in, man. Like, you don't have a lot of outs for this one. The only thing is, maybe Loliel gets 3 items, gets a good Spear of Destruction onto Saken or Maima, and then he can try the 1v5, but it's easier said than done, because for him to get to those kind of items, it's not gonna be good. And Saken now having the Holy Crystal, the front line is not gonna be a front line.
Yeah, they're gonna melt so quick unless Saken makes like a significant mistake.
Oh, Noir now going for the flicker play, and Iris from under as well, going for the Black Dragon to zone them off. And guess what? Objective is key, and Team HAQ secures a lot because of this play. But Divergent up top here. well, looks like they're going for efficient farming for Saken.
Yeah, just managing the wave because at this point, you don't have to really do anything fancy, right? 7,000 gold lead. Saken already hit his power spike. Don't need to make any risky moves.
Yeah.
You don't have to take fights that you don't have to take because at this point, it's on RSGMY. It's not on Team HAQ, right? Team HAQ can just walk, attack, and then RSGMY, they're the one that has to respond.
That's a good point here. Let's see what are the main conditions, right? Feathered Airstrike, Wild Charge. Those are the big ultimates that we're waiting to see.
Well, in this case, are they going to be able to set this up though? With the Lord collapsing really soon, Team HAQ, they will have the Black Dragon soon up on Iris. And once that's up, RGMI has to find a way to stop this.
I think this should be like a guaranteed inhibitor, right? Like they've got the resources to fight for it if necessary.
Yep, concealed play comes in. Janus, you know, they do bait out the Feathered Airstrike for now, but the Lord is still standing relatively healthy. Saken looking for the play. Oh, Noir tries to go for dive as well. Same goes for Janus. They try to go and collapse. No-go getting bursted down. Eventually gets taken down by Maima. They take the tier 1 and they get a free B. 5-man alive for HAQ, and RSGMI got hit and got ran over.
If I was RSGMY, I would think of game number 2. Because I feel like you really got to look at the draft. As much as I love Izanami on a Farsa, going up against, using a Farsa against a Yuzong that you've already seen, I don't know, man. It doesn't feel good.
It really doesn't. It really, really doesn't. Like, this is a difficult game for RSGMY in so many factors. The areas of which they are strongest at, they weren't able to make it last. And Team HAQ, so far, has been outplaying them from laning to even these team fights. The snowball lead doesn't seem to be going anytime soon unless we see a huge mistake from the side of Team HAQ. And I don't see that happening. Like, Saken, nothing really threatens him unless we see him, like, get caught up by 3 people in a single wild charge. Or maybe Vinogo is able to catch 3. One or the other. And even then, that's under the assumption that Izanami has enough damage to one-shot him in that first rotation.
You know, this is a very sad situation for RSG MY fans and even themselves right now, because Team HAQ right now, look at Saken's item. This is an item where we normally see Saken kind of into the later stage of game, but for him to get it this early, I don't know if they can even tank his damage right now.
I mean, can't, right?
But Nogo and Stome only have 1 item. Only have 1 completed item in 12 minutes.
I do want to see Saken do it again, just like blow through him.
Is that a instant replay for that?
Nah.
No.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah, don't think too much about it.
Let's just have fun.
Yeah, just have a good time.
Yeah, have a good time. This is an amazing game. So right now Team HAQ, they still have a lead, 5k gold lead. But at this point, everyone's topped off, right?
Yeah.
Because at this point, I'm pretty sure Stome and Vinogo have at least 3 items. So now they're a little bit tanky. And now we see that Team HAQ, they're not as confident as they were in the early stages of the game. Now, we don't see a lot of uber aggressive movements coming in from them.
To be fair, Team HAQ is not known for like being uber aggressive. They know how to chase down kills. They generally have a shape of the fight that they have in mind before they go in. But the big problem now is that they've been punished for their hesitancy. You gave us so many opportunities to actually hold out our high ground defense, and now you're going to have to pay the price.
Yeah, and on top of it all, they bought enough time to get immortalities up on Repo, as well as I think Izanami has one, Vinogo has one as well, so that's going to be a little bit of a big problem here. Team HAQ drops it out here, made a little bit of mistake. Fighter Airstrike comes in, Izanami forced to cancel immediately because of the Black Dragon. Iris still looking to try and peel against RSGMY, but no value at all. But Luleo's from the sides, he's going to get caught up. Purify comes in, and Saken! No! The wall charge from Storm stops them all, and now Team HAQ, they're losing too much health. They need to run 1 HP survival, and same can be said for Repo. And they trade at a narrowly near-death experience. No one is dying. Now, even with the divergence, they're trying to kill Repo. No one has died. Everyone almost dying here. 5 men alive for all 2 teams. Wow.
What a fine line. What a fine line that was in RSG. They're not done with it just yet, right? Even concealing back to regain the position lost against Team HAQ, especially with the Lord already up. What a fight that was.
And it looks like he's going to continue because the Lord is restarting because no one died. Okay. And now they got Repo.
Take 2, no battle spells up on Immortality, on Loleos, but Repo now going to be dived on. Iris looking for the finish, going to get a kill.
I was dead!
The back lines as well. Loleos finds Maima, but no, actually Maima survived and he's gonna make a run for it. He actually diverged out of there.
No.
But now the Lord comes in, Saken secures the Lord. And interesting now, Lolio, he's stranded. 4v1, can he survive? No, he cannot. Saken gets the kill. Team HAQ, they will survive. And guess what? What an outplay from Maima.
Oh
Excuse me, what happened?
Yeah, I mean, Lolios almost made the super play of a lifetime there.
Maima diverged into the into RSG MY's purple buff.
Dude, I mean, like, Maima, like, I think he used all of his luck in that one play.
Yeah, he did. He really did. Because Team HAQ are now running down with the Lord to close out this game. No more third chances.
Well, Storm now losing his life fairly quickly. Lolio's 20 seconds on the sidelines. Vinogo trying to clear off the minions, but it's not good enough. Team HAQ takes game 1.